last time I was home was with you. I really feel like that's the truth, you know? My parents packed up and moved. I was on the road when they moved and packed everything up. So I didn't get to say goodbye.
Yeah, my mama said, don't worry, my sweet child. You'll face trials on the road.
No. I mean, there was nothing that was like inside of me that felt like compelled to pursue music. It was just something that I loved, and you know, you're raised in a small town, and I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer and stuff like that, but like, you know, you have everybody telling you like, oh, that's just like a hope and a dream. This is so crazy. Back here in Hershey, where I spent 4 years playing here in high school, and hard to believe that's almost 10 years ago, 9 years. Wow. Just cleaned it up, eye black on, helmet on, still had the long hair coming out the back of the helmet. Now here we are back home for the first time in 2 years, and gonna shoot around for a second, but we are back home because I'm playing the Giant Center next week.
He sent me on my way, and I'm here to make
Okay, what's the over-under?
So I'll keep rolling.
I can ping a corner on the first shot. I got one ball, so I gotta make it count. It went through the net. Yeah, that was my commander's ball. So, on the ball, it said Relapse Lies of Betrayal from a show in Canada.
I'll thank the Lord above for every face out in this crowd.
Okay. Relapse Lies of Betrayal. Well, this is gonna be weird. Barely went to school my senior year. Got paper stone on my chest by my mom while taking a nap. Senior year, saying you missed half the school year. So last time I was here, I was taking my Spanish final exam that I somehow passed. Couldn't speak a lick of Spanish, but we have not been back in the high school in 9 years until today. They still have it, ski club? Yeah. Yes, it was ski club. After school on Wednesdays, there'd be a bus here, and me and my homies, we'd bring our snowboards to school, and we'd jump on the bus, and we'd go up to a place called Ski Round Top, snowboard all night, and then come home, and then decide if we want to go to school on Thursday. If I had lacrosse practice. Wow. This is weird. My mom had me do choir in middle school, and my friends, two of my friends at the time, one was doing piano lessons, one was doing guitar lessons, and since my one buddy played guitar, I wanted to learn how to play too. I'll be just completely honest with you, I also did it because there was two cute girls that also did it, that I had crushes on. So, but I didn't like what we were singing. We weren't really singing songs. It was very much just like kind of making noises and stuff, and I'm in the car singing classic country with my mom, or I'm in the car singing Justin Bieber, and that's what I was wanting to sing. So I did it for the one semester, and my mom was pushing it onto me, and I just was like, nah, I don't want to, that's not my speed. So, but I wasn't really even in any music classes or anything like that. But I think that really you talk to any artists, you realize more and more that a lot of us artists actually come from an athletic background more than anything. Should I sit down against the locker? Oh yeah. Let's see. You're not even gonna recognize me.
What would your senior quote be now?
Everything you don't want me to say is came to mind. If you did not know who I was before, you do now. I'm one of Zeiders, baby. Freshman year of tryouts. Well, I guess I should backtrack. There was a video of me that was recorded when I was in 6th grade singing The Only Exception by Paramore. and 2 girls had recorded it, put it up on YouTube without me knowing. And I had to find out 2 weeks later at a Christmas party that it was on YouTube. And didn't think much of it. But then from 6th grade all the way through senior year of high school, it was on YouTube, and little did I know that that would be something that would be a constant way to try to get under my skin. I think it built me to be able to withstand what I'm doing now. But freshman year of high school, had my first day of tryouts. The seniors got a hold of the video, played it over the loudspeaker. For 4 years in high school, I had to hear that on the lacrosse bus on the way to games. It was never to be complimentary. It was in the locker room. It was on the bus on the way to games. It was when I was trying to take a nap from a long road trip back from a game, and they'd play it. And that video derailed me for a long time from ever wanting to consider posting on YouTube earlier on. Definitely put it on the back burner for me, but that's why I say that God had a plan, and I think that it thickened my skin so much to the point of just building me and going through those things and preparing me for being under the microscope. I mean, was it country where you grew up? Yeah, there's nothing but farmland. So this is Dunkin' Donuts right now, but this used to be my parents' ice cream shop. Oh man, is it still there? I'm gonna be so bummed out if our handprints aren't there. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. It's still there. So, this was my hand. Oh man, we moved to Hershey when I was in 4th grade, but we opened the shop up when I might have been in 1st or 2nd grade. So this was the final touch on the property. Like, this was all just land. We built everything here with laying the foundation, the blacktop, and the structure and everything. And this was the final piece when they were laying down the concrete here for the building and everything. And then this was my baby sister's. Oh man. Man, I have not seen that in a long time. You were filming that.
Where are we going?
Guess we're gonna go home. I was just taking a moment, and I just think that I was thinking back to my younger self, and I was just like, I was proud of myself.
Right time and place, but the wrong circumstances. Your heart was open, but my heart was damaged. My mama loved you, but yours wasn't sure. You knew just what you wanted, and it made me insecure. The leaving hurt us both.
Well, On the Run was shot over here in this field across from my house. That was 4.5 years ago. It was snowing out, and I had my sister come out with me with an iPhone and snap a photo of me standing in the field. Designed the artwork myself on a free app, and yeah, recorded it in my bedroom. And now we're standing outside of my childhood home. 15 minutes down the road, I went to a guitar center here, and one night took what money I did have from working and bought 2 microphones and an interface and watched YouTube videos on how to record, and posted my first song, On the Run, on Spotify. And I remember when I released it, and I was at the Christmas morning breakfast sitting with my family, my parents, my grandparents, my aunts and uncles and cousins, and being on my phone and like showing my mom and dad, like, look, like On the Run already has 1 million streams. Like, this is insane. And at the time, that was insane. And they didn't get it. I was still enrolled, and obviously we were on break because Christmas time, and I was still enrolled in college. And at that time, I had started talking to my manager on just a handshake. We were talking every single day, and invited me down to Nashville. And then the second I got to Nashville and I started writing and I started getting a taste for what it all was, it was like, no, this is what I want to do. And came home, parents were like, how was it? You know, all this stuff. We're not crazy about me dropping out. And I continuously kept showing them I was putting in the work and effort. I was going to Nashville every other week for a week or two at a time to write, to meet with people, to take meetings. When finally I had a couple months left and I just had that feeling. I'm like, this is the moment, this is the time. Dropped out, and I can still remember this day being in the car in Nashville with my manager, getting the first phone call that I had my first offer for a record deal, and calling my dad and calling him up and just hearing the shakiness in his voice and the tears, and him and I both shedding tears together of like, oh my gosh, like my kid's doing it. Like what he told me he was going to go do, it's happening. That's all thanks to you guys. I mean, you guys are the ones who have helped me build this from the ground up. We're coming home next week and we're playing in front of 10,000 people. That's insane. So if that's what we're doing in 3.5 years of touring, imagine the capabilities and possibilities in the next 3.5 years. So we are just getting started, and it has been an absolute rocket ship. This Hershey show for me is, I feel, like a hard, complex thing to answer right now before I play it. Who knows what my answer will be after we play it. But this is where I grew up. My dad tells me he's proud of me, and I think sometimes I'm always so focused on what I want to achieve, and I don't take time for myself to take a moment and tell myself that I'm proud of myself. And I think that night when I take that stage and I play that concert, it'll be a full circle moment for me for everything I went through in school, in lacrosse, and questioning God and asking God why did I have to give up lacrosse and all these things. It'll be an emotional night of just like, you prayed about this, you spoke this into existence, you worked for this moment, now's your chance to go do what you sought out to do, and that is just the beginning. And I think that'll be that one thing for me, that one notch on my belt to go ahead and say, man, I'm proud of the man that you're becoming.
Head on a swivel, just run.